Hello. Hi. Welcome to my house. Woohoo! All right. For those of you who are new here, welcome. We're excited to have you. If you're new here, my name is Victoria Heeks Knight. That is Knight with a K. And if you are a returning audience member, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you. Now, let's talk about this channel. My channel is a sports channel. I primarily follow two sports as of right now, which is hockey, Carolina Hurricanes, and football, Tennessee Titans. I'm super excited to have y'all here to watch this video because I want to talk about the Flyers game. I don't even know where to start, honestly. So we're going to kind of pick it apart a little bit, and we're also going to be um and I'm also going to be explaining a few things. So, holy crap. That was a fun game to watch. I bet it was even funner to watch in person. I don't even know. I watched it from the comfort of my home, but I bet watching it in the Phillies in the Flyers stadium was even more nuts. Um s- so let's break down some things. First off, you had the Sebastian Aho goal. That was a fun goal to see. Um the Flyers head coach did challenge that goal, but the ruling on the ice stood as a goal, and that's a fun play to see. Um, the next big thing that really happened was Kachekov do in between the pipes doing some crazy, crazy, crazy saves. Um, I mean, I don't know about everyone else, but I feel like me and my um me and my people, we joke about him losing his stick all the time. And I mean, to it's impressive to me that he does the saves he does with and without his stick. I mean, it's insanity, really. I love Kachekov. He's a great goalie, and I also think I think he has what it takes, particularly when he's on. Um, so yeah, he's a very electrifying goalie, and so is Freddie Anderson. Freddie Anderson is a beast as well. He has the nickname uh Fredzilla or Zilla, and I think that's and like I say, both of Carolina's goalies are beast. Um, I jokingly call it beast mode when it's like they do an incredible save or they do something and I go, that's beast mode. Like, I'm sorry. There's there they unlocked some sort of level that nobody knew existed. And then there's other goalies in the league that do some crazy things. Flurry is a good example. He does some things and I go, "Are you human?" Like, hello. Um so like I say, Kachekov did some very impressive um maneuvers in between the pipes, and he didn't let a single goal in, which is very impressive. The final score of the game, by the way, was 5-0, Carolina winning. Just saying. And um that's a spanking. I'm sorry. That's a beat down, drag out loss. And that's a hard loss too for Philly because of the playoff indicators. Um, if I remember correctly, at the time they were either right on the edge of the wild card or the being in the hunt for the wild card. Um, and a loss like that really pushes that team to even lower. Um, so I would be very, very shocked if they uh made it into even the hunt for the wild card spots in the hockey world. Or the hockey playoffs, sorry. So let's move on. The next thing is I want to talk about this particular call. And I know people are going to have opinions. I have opinions, and that's the thing. On this channel, most of this is my opinion. I watch the games, and then I give an opinion. Um, and I'm also going to preface this. I am very biased because of my team affiliations. So my opinion on this call is it was bogus, baloney, bullshittery, hooey, and a hoo-ha. Like, I'm sorry, a hoo-ha laugh. Like I joke all the time that Brenda Moore has a vein on the side of his forehead that bulges when he's pissed off. But with this call, it was like he had like five veins uh busting out of his forehead. I don't blame him. I do not blame the man at all. I do not blame him. It was hooey. The call was no. This call that I've been building up to is, and I don't remember exactly which players it was. I am not familiar with the Flyers roster at all. Um and all I remember about which player it was for us is that it was one of our new guys. And again, and I'm going to say this, if I apologize to the new players on our team. I'm terrible with names and faces in my own personal life. So I'm even worse if you're a player that's been brought onto the team at the last minute or in the past couple of weeks, days, whatever. I am terrible at remembering your name. I am terrible about remembering your jersey number. That will be easier to remember than your name. I apologize in advance. Anyway, now that that apology is on the table, I the here's what happened, okay? One of the Flyer players literally threw one of our new guys into the Philly bench and proceeded to initiate a fight. And um I'm so w- I'm going to be blunt here. I'm a very blunt person as well. In my actual life, I'm very blunt. So let me put it to you this way. Um the fly I enjoy watching the fights. I do not want anyone to get hurt. That's bottom line. Not just because it's we're on the cusp of the playoffs, but also because I I don't want people to get hurt. I don't like it when people get hurt. Um I feel bad for them. So and also I have experienced sports injuries off and on throughout my life as well. Um and injuries that could be consider career ending. So I 100% understand what people why people don't want players to get hurt. Anyway, moving on. So it did initiate a fight, but here's the big thing. Here's the tea. Literally, I got the tea. Um, here's the tea. Instead of calling, like, I think it was a cross check call, instead of calling it on the Philly player who threw the Canes player into the bench and started fighting, they called it on Carolina. Make that make sense. Why did they like even the commentators were confused. They're like, the Philly player is the one who threw the Carolina player into the bench. So why is Carolina going to the box? The penalty box. Like, make it make sense. I have no idea why that happened. And um so if anyone has any insight, um please feel free to comment in the comment section below. I'd be curious to have a perspective that isn't my perspective. Anyway, and be nice about it, because this is a learning opportunity. Um and that's a big thing about my channel, about this channel, is this is a learning opportunity for lots of people. And I ask that if you do comment, please keep it cute and respectful. All right. So um I think I think our team had a great game. And it's not just because we won 5-0. It's also because they came to play. I don't know what Rod Brindamore said on the way up to Philadelphia, to the Flyers stadium. But it worked. Keep doing what you're doing, and I think we will see a playoff um spot. As of right now, last time I checked, and this was a couple of days ago, so it may have changed since then, but last time I checked, Carolina was or is second in our division. So we're coming in just behind the Flyers. And at the time I checked, the or not the Flyers, the Capitals. Sorry, we're coming right in behind the Capitals. We've been talking about the Flyers game. Mic drop. All right. Anyway, no, the Capitals are leading our division at the moment. Last time I checked, the Capitals were in the 90s, low 90s, and we were in the mid, I think it was like 84 was the stat I saw. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Fact check and Google. That's the best way to know for sure. Um, so I'm fairly confident that we are going to be seeing a playoff presence for Carolina. Unfortunately for the Flyers, from what I recall, they're not looking at a playoff slot after their loss to Carolina. Um, I could be wrong. I mean, in sports, things happen fast, and particularly hockey. If you watch hockey, you know it. It's fast. It's furious. It's a huge. It's a fun game to watch, but it's fast, and there's a lot of nuances that you've got to learn. So anyway, yeah. I look forward to seeing where we go. Now, again, this is last as of the last game we had, which was the Flyers game. We're still waiting to see how Orlov's doing, according to um if I remember correctly, again, fact check. And this was an interview Rod did pre in the pregame. He talked about Orlov being day to day. So hopefully he'll be back on the roster soon. And then we're still waiting to know more about Svechnikov's injuries. Um, he- in the interview that was done live on the pregame, Rod sounded very hopeful for both players to be back. And hopefully that's soon. Hopefully, because both guys are fun players to watch and great teammates, and I watched both of them in the playoffs last season, and they're fire in the playoffs. So, well, all of our guys are fire in the playoffs. So I look forward to seeing our players in the playoffs again. I, Fingers crossed on everything. So anyway, all right. So my name is Victoria Heeks Knight, and you came to my house. So thank you for coming. I look forward to seeing you next time.